I want to draw your attention to one particularly dangerous trope that has emerged from the right-wing attacks against Bragg. If you've been following the Republican outrage machine, including many elected Republicans, you've probably already heard about the conspiracy theory that Bragg was handpicked and funded by the Jewish billionaire George Soros. In fact, Bragg was elected by voters in New York County in 2021, and it's well documented that Soros never gave any money directly to Bragg. He donated to a political action committee that supported progressive candidates who were seeking to be prosecutors, and that group included Bragg. But that is too nuanced for the folks who are trying to stoke fear and doubt in our judicial system. It's not an accident that the right wing is trying to tie Alvin Bragg to George Soros specifically. The conservatives' use of George Soros as a boogeyman is steeped in racist conspiracy tropes, meant to stoke fear among white conservatives that rich Jewish overlords secretly control things behind the scenes. The banks, the media, Hollywood, and now, in fact, the courts. These racist, deplorable conspiracy theories have a long history in this country and around the world, but it's been remarkable to watch how quickly this latest racist conspiracy theory, attempting to tie George Soros to
Alan Dershowitz, who has really dedicated his life not just to the rule of law, but the defense of Israel and about anti-Semitism here in the United States. So in the previous segment, you said he was a Soros-backed candidate. Are you guilty of falling into a right-wing anti-Jewish conspiracy theory trope, as MSNBC says, Professor?
Well, I have been active in the fight against anti-Semitism since I was a young man. I was chairman of the Anti-Defamation League's Boston Civil Rights group. I've written 6 books against anti-Semitism, and I am one of George Soros's strongest opponents. I think he has done terrible things to America, terrible things to the world, and it is not anti-Semitic at all to attack George Soros as an individual. I've never attacked him as a Jew. I don't even know whether he identifies himself as a Jew. I've attacked him as somebody who has pushed for woke progressive candidates. And I've attacked the fact that District Attorney Bragg used money given to a PAC for progressive woke district attorneys. And so anytime anybody is attacked as an anti-Semite for criticizing Soros, please cite me. I am one of Soros's leading critics, and I am one of the leading critics of anti-Semitism. So it is inconceivable to me that I would ever support an anti-Semitic trope, but I do support anti-Soros tropes. And I hate the fact that some people in Europe, particularly in Eastern Europe, have used Soros as a kind of representative of Jewish power. But I've never done that. As far as I know, that's never been a trope that's been picked up in the United States. It's an Eastern European trope. And the idea that somehow Soros is exempt from being criticism because he's a Jew it's another form of bigotry. Always attack people on the merits without regard to their religious heritage or identification. And don't worry about being called an anti-Semite if your facts are correct and your accusations against Soros is correct. And MSNBC didn't point out any mistake of facts, and certainly I can't be accused of anti-Semitism in any way. I fought against it all of my life.